I came across this article on Bon Appetit and wanted to put it to the test. I used tri-tip for the experiment. In my experience, tri-tip is a fairly tender cut if it's cooked right, but I've definitely had some tough ones. So I wanted to see if there's anything I can do to improve the tenderness. I started off by marinating the tri-tip in a pretty simple marinade consisting of salt, pepper, garlic powder, soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, lime juice, and olive oil. I wanted to use the same tri-tip for this experiment because I know there can be drastic variations in tenderness between different pieces. I then cut the tri-tip into 3 equal pieces. I transferred one of the pieces to a separate bowl. This is going to be the test piece. I sprinkled it with a generous amount of baking soda. I let them marinate for a good 5 to 6 hours. Here are the 2 control pieces with the standard marinade, and this is the one with the added baking soda. I then seared all 3 pieces for about 2 minutes on each side. Now I put them into a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes. Here's how they look when they come out. You can see the right one, with the baking soda, has a slightly different color, and you can maybe even see the difference in texture. The crust is different. Once they were out of the oven, I let them rest for about 10 minutes. Here are the results. If you don't care about the live test results and want to skip to the conclusion, skip to 4 minutes and about 9 seconds. The left is standard marinade plus baking soda. So I'm going to cut across the grain for each of these, and I'm going to start off with the end piece here. Ooh, that's mighty fine. A little pink in there, probably a little overdone. Okay, here's the first bite. I'll follow you. It's great flavor. Okay. Then, one more piece of this. Here's this one. Got a rough idea?
Yeah.
Okay. And finally, the baking soda. You know, when I slice it, maybe I'm imagining, but it's even easier to slice. Wait a minute.
Yeah, this one's softer.
Really?
Yeah. Way softer. Try it.
You're not imagining.
No.
It's softer, but it tastes funky.
I think it tastes like maybe because baking soda was on it.
I think I maybe overdid it with the baking soda. Okay, let's do the test again, but this time we're gonna get in the middle. Yeah, that's got a funky taste. So let's try a nice thin piece from here. More tender from the inside, right?
Yeah.
Delicious. Let's go right in the center. The interesting thing is that it's kind of overcooked. And I don't know if that's because it's thinner or because of the baking soda. But let's cut a slice here. Yeah, I mean it's doing something to the tenderness because when I slice it, I can feel the difference.
No, it's really softer.
But it tastes completely nasty though.
It tastes nasty.
So what did I learn from this? Baking soda definitely has an impact on the tenderness. But I thought of a few reasons why the flavor was so different with the baking soda piece. And I'm not just talking about a minor difference in flavor. I mean, it didn't even taste like beef anymore. One possible explanation is my pan was too hot when I did the searing, so the baking soda burned. Another reason might be I was supposed to rinse the baking soda prior to cooking. Possible reason number 3 could be because the marinade had acid in the form of lime juice and apple cider vinegar, the interaction with the baking soda might have caused the off taste. And finally, I could have just used too much baking soda. I think for an upcoming video, I'll run the same experiment but address some of these issues and see if we get different results.